everybody, it's Jules here with Beanie. And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night War, set on the one and only Brobnaaaar. And today we have a double whammy for you because we are returning to Kill Team and we're using the same board as we had last time because it was just too chef kiss to take down. But we've got two brand new Kill Teams for you. We've got the Grey Knights, as represented by myself, and the new and improved Tau. Ooh, spicy.
Except we don't have the new Tau rules because you didn't bring the book. So it's actually the Compendium Tau.
Yeah, Compendium Tau. Tau Empire, not the Chow-Nath ones. I should have said that. Yeah, so we're using the old marker right rules just in case anyone has a go. Don't. But anyway, let's take a look at what we're playing today. Today we are playing Consecration from the core rulebook, and as you can see here, there is a lot going on. 5 objectives in play, 2 drop zones per player, player A on the top and player B on the bottom, and your goal here is to consecrate ground. You've got a special ability which allows you to spend 1 AP if you are within 2 inches, which is circle, of a non-consecrated objective marker. Then until the next turning point, that objective marker is consecrated, and that operative's APL and defense characteristics and the attack characteristics of its melee weapons are increased by 1. So you basically supercharge yourself and then get back in the fight. And you score at the end of each turning point for each consecrated objective marker you control. You get 1 victory point to a maximum of 4 victory points per player per turning point. Very tactical, but also has the ability to go absolutely smashy with our superpowered people. So let's take a look at who we're bringing to the table today. So, I am bringing Grey Knights to the table today, and we are using equipment in this battle, so we've got a fair few points to spend, and I have beefed up these boys beyond their already mighty capabilities. We have got 2 Grey Knights over here on the left that have been given Santic Blessings, which means that they are able to cast one of or manifest their psychic power once per battle without spending any of their APL. So that is very useful indeed, and they are both wielding force weapons, deadly in combat. Their Storm Bolters also have the what's it called again? The relentless keyword, which means that I can re-roll all of my shots when firing. So hopefully that will pay out in the long run because I suck at shooting. Moving over. We've got a PSY cannon, which does have the heavy rule, which is not great for moving around and shooting, but should be able to obliterate anyone who pokes out their head. And I've given him the true silver armor, so he is rocking a 2-up save at the moment. Very nice indeed. So we can stay out in the fire, hopefully absorb a bit of damage, and then return it in full force. Then we've got a regular Grey Knight over here who has nothing apart from the falchions, which are just slightly better in combat in terms of being able to re-roll hits. So hopefully he'll get the damage through. And finally, we have the Justicar over here who has the psychic, Psy-Bolt ammunition, which means you improve the damage characteristics of its Storm Bolter by 1. So that will be doing 4s and 5s on a hit, which is quite nice indeed. But yes, that is my kill team right there. So Beanie, what are you bringing to the table? Oh, it is Tau Empire, baby. Oh yeah. So what have you got here?
So today I brought the 2 little kill teams. I've got a Fire Warrior and a Stealth team kill team. So we'll start with the Stealth boys.
Sure.
My leader is the guy in the middle who has the Fusion Blaster, and he has the equipment given to him, the Target Lock.
Nice. And what does the Target Lock do?
It means that if I'm shooting at someone, they count as having a marker light on them anyway.
Nice, and the marker light, the one that we're playing as using the compendium rules, means you get to re-roll one of your dice when you're attacking, I believe, for each marker light that's on there. I think that's
something like that.
Something like that.
We will read the rules and find out.
I'll just put up a little note with the actual rules right now. Oh, isn't that nice? Feel educated?
Lovely, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Sorry.
Okay, so the guy on the left to him has a burst cannon, and I've also given him a target lock.
Nice.
And the last guy on the right doesn't have any equipment apart from just his regular burst cannon.
Nice.
Okay, now going on to my Fire Warrior squad, there is 1 shield drone with them, which just gives them a bit of protection. And in terms of equipment, the guy in the front on the left has the photon grenades, and the guy on the front on the right has a marker light ability.
Very nice.
So that might come up, but I haven't really geared myself for marker light. I'm just going to shoot you a lot.
Yeah, to be fair though, the pulse carbines are pretty deadly when they hit because they're quite damaging. But even though the Tau guys don't have great saves, I think it's 5 up and only 7 wounds apiece. These guys, on the other hand, are very spicy. They've got a save of 3 up, and they've got the camo cloak ability or camo camo field, which means that they always count as being in cover, so unless I'm within a certain range of them, so they get to retain 1 dice immediately, which is excellent. They've got 10 wounds apiece and 11 for the Sarge, as it were, and they have, what is it, when you're in conceal mode, I can't target you even if I've got a vantage point on you because of how stealthy they are.
That's right.
Which is pretty dangerous indeed. So yeah, those are our 2 kill teams. Now let's take a look at the board. So here is the board we're playing on today. It might look very familiar to those who tuned in last week, but it was so good we didn't want to take it down. We wanted to do another rumble on it. There are the 5 objective markers in all of their glory, ready to be consecrated. And the drop zones are going to be here, here, there, and there. Ooh, lots of cover to hide behind, lots of terrain to elevate yourself up and snipe down. There's a lot to play for as well, because it is the glory of the Grey Knights versus the tenacity of the Tau. Now we're going to roll for deployment. So we have finished our setup here. I have deployed kind of evenly with a 5-person team as best I could. I've got the dual-wielding 4 swords guy over here, ready to move up, the Falchion man, but he's in conceal. And I've got the Justicar behind him, who is on engage, ready to pick out anyone who pops their head over the top. I've got 2 guys over here that are both on engage, the heavy gunner and a regular Grey Knight. And I've got 1 guy over here who's ready to hopefully rush forward and capture or consecrate objective number 2. Now, Beanie has deployed all of his forces over on this side, apart from a few sneaky little guys over on the left-hand side, which you'll see in a minute because they're hilariously placed. We've got a mixture of engaged people, or engage for those at home, and we've got a few that are stealthy at the back as well, which is pretty interesting because I can see his plan is to move up to objective number 3 and also make sure that he's harassing me in the open for objectives 5 and 2. But on the left-hand side, we've got 1, 2 crises that are hiding around the corner, and both of those are on conceal, because why would you ever want
no,
them?
he isn't. He's active. He's going to
engaged.
jump up there and he's going to shoot you in the face.
Amazing. I love that. That's been the deployment. So now what we've got to do is roll off for turn 1.
You cannot stand against the Tauvar.
Okay, so Beanie has started off very, very aggressively for the Tau and has moved this Fire Warrior up onto the box over here, who has now got line of sight down towards my exposed Grey Knight over here. He is on conceal, but there is nothing stopping line of sight, and he does have a vantage point against me, so he is now hitting on 4s with 4 attacks with his pulse rifle. Let's see him. Whoa, okay, so that is some big boy shots right there. He might be dead straight away. This could be a very quick game. Yeah, it is going to be a very quick game indeed, because I've made 1.
So,
even if I made another one, would he still die? Because he has 8. Yeah, ooh, that ain't good.
So
He'd be
12.
dead. Yeah, be dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Wow, okay, so that is a bad start indeed for the Grey Knights. One of them dead straight away.
Wow.
Oh dear. Okay, looking for some swift retribution. The heavy gunner dashed up here, and now he's going to fire his Psy Cannon at the exposed Fire Warrior. Now, I'm spending 1 of his AP to manifest the psychic power. I'm doing Astral Aim, which means Beanie gets no cover against it. It's 5 shots, hitting on 3s. Let's see him. Oh, goodness.
Ooh, not bad.
No, okay, so that's 3 big hits. So you get 3 saves of 5 ups. Okay, so he's dead, because that is 8 damage that he's taken. Okay.
I'll trade a Fire Warrior for a Grey Knight.
No, I feel like you got off very well out of that
too.
one there. Okay, but that is the end of his action. So, catch-up time over here. Beanie moved his stealth suit forward, ready to anticipate my movements onto Objective 1, but I responded by moving away from Objective 1 with both my Justicar and the other Grey Knight over here, who went and consecrated Objective number 4 and used the extra APL that it got to manifest a psychic power, Armored Resilience. Armored Resilience also went off on this guy as well, so they get a +1 to their saves. Over here, we have still got the exposed gunner, who now is about to take a few volleys in the chops, thanks to a new Fire Warrior that has jumped up onto the casing.
His mate's call.
Yeah, off the way.
Get out of here.
So it's 4 shots hitting on 4s. Let's see him. Okay, so not as good as his mate, and I retain 1 for being in cover, so there is no damage there to be taken. Ooh, right, okay, so I will respond with something. Okay, so I've responded by move, dash, and then consecrating over on objective number 2, and then with the extra APL, I am firing up into the exposed Tau Fire Warrior that is up there. 4 shots, and with the relentless keywords, I can re-roll all misses, so hitting on 3s, re-rolling. Ooh, we've got 1 crit. It is only 3 hits. One of those was a crit.
Okay, so I retain 1.
Yep. And then 5 ups. Ooh, so you block the crit, but you do take, is it 3 damage, I believe? It is 3 damage from that one there.
Okay, so he's down to 4, so he's not wounded.
Not wounded, he is still alive. Okay, so Beanie has moved another Tau Fire Warrior. Look at that amazing angle underneath underneath the ruins there. And I'm responding because I've got no one left to activate with an Overwatch action from this guy over here, who's going to hopefully finish off the Tau Fire Warrior. But I'm hitting on 4s now. I just need to double check how many shots it is. It is 5 shots. 5 shots, hitting on 4s. Let's see him. Okay, so 1 crit goes through and 1 hit.
Easy.
Let's see it. He did not see it, so that kills off that Fire Warrior. Goodbye, my friend. Hey, so Beanie has responded by moving the Fire Warrior that was over there. He's leapt over the barricade and advanced forward, and now is shooting down at this poor exposed Grey Knight over here. Hitting on 4s. Ooh,
terrible.
Big miss there, so no hits connected. But Beanie can now move all of the rest of his forces unimpeded. So here we are at the end of Turning Point the First, and Beanie has moved his shield drone and his stealth suit over towards the middle of the board to try and get lanes 1 and 5 under control. It's going to be an uphill battle for the Grey Knights. They've already lost 1 member, and while they have taken down 2 Fire Warriors, there is still a lot more punch as we go into Turning Point the Second.
Our faith makes us strong.
So Beanie won the roll-off and has started things off in grand Tau fashion by advancing courageously forward. And he's flipped over objective number 5, consecrating it, giving him an extra APL, which means he's going to use the last one to shoot this poor old Grey Knight over there. So let's take a look and see what he does. Ooh, baby, hit the horse. Ooh, that was pretty good.
Cool.
Okay, so retain 1 for being in cover, and then 2Ds. Ooh, I block exactly enough to stop the damage. Very nice indeed. Nice. Phew. So I have activated this Grey Knight over here, who started by casting Armoured Resilience on himself. Then he flipped over objective number 2 to consecrate it, giving him an extra APL. And then he's going to fire at that Fire Warrior, but I've paid 1 CP for Bolter Discipline. So let's just add them up. It's 1 for Armoured Resilience, 2 to flip over, 3 to shoot, 4 to do the second shoot. Let's do it. Hitting on 3s against this guy over here. And re-rolling all fails. Okay, so we have got 3 big hits so far for the first shooting attack. No crits though.
So I retain 1.
Yes, sir.
And because I've also consecrated, I've got 3 more here to roll.
3 5s looking for. None made. So he takes a grand total of 6 damage. So he's wounded, but still alive. And then the second round of shooting. Ooh, re-roll all of those. God damn, give me some crits, man. I swear these dice are like cursed. Okay, there we go. So they've got 4 big hits there.
I gotta make quite a few 5s, yeah?
No, okay.
No, so that guy's dead.
He has killed another Fire Warrior. Fantastic, and that ends his action. So Beanie and I were just chatting off camera, and we have agreed that this guy over here cannot target the drone down there because it's crossing 2 terrain features, saying it would be able to target if it was here, but not because it's going over another one, and I don't want to move him outside of the cover that he's in, so not going to activate him. Instead, I've flipped over this guy to Engage, and we are consecrating Baby, and we're buffing up his APL so we can fire down the line because there is no cover provided there at that exposed shield drone, because I don't like the fact that it can provide all of the savior protocols and other bits and bobs. So let's try and get rid of him with 2 rounds of shooting from the Storm Bolter. So hitting on 3s. Let's see him, babies. Oh man, we are re-rolling all the fails. I got 1, I failed 1, so that is only 3 hits so far from the first volley, and you get 4, what's it, 3 4-up saves. Damn, okay, fair enough.
I don't give a what?
Let's try again with the second round of volley fire. Maybe I can get at least 1 through. These dice suck, man. I swear to God. Okay, so re-roll that failed 1. There's always the 1 in there. Okay, so it's 3 big hits. And we get 1 wound through for 3. And you can re-roll that one if you want.
I'm happy to take the 5.
It's a 4 or a 5, depending on where I look at it, so it's completely fine.
Okay, so that's 3 damage.
But you get a feel no pain on a 5-up. So he only takes 2 damage on that one.
Cool.
Not bad at all. So it is my move now, but there has been a random new person arrive in the room. That's right, it's Chris Williams back again. That might be for a future video, but there's a little teaser. Wonder if you can guess what army he's brought today. But anyway, let's get back to Kill Team. Okay, so I've moved my Justicar forward and he's going to fire down at the now exposed Fire Warrior. He's hitting on 2s because he is a cool guy and I'm sure he'll still miss.
He's a dick.
Okay, so I've made 3 hits so far. Reroll that one. Classic. Classic. Even though he hits on 2s. What a ledge. Okay, so
I don't retain because you snuck around the corner.
So 5s. Ooh, he only takes 3, it's actually 4 damage because of his amazing buffed up psychic power. And you know what? Because I dislike him that much, I'm going to fire again with Bolt of Discipline. Let's see him off. Oh my giddy aunt. Now he showed up to the party. 2 6s, mate. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Okay, he's dead. He's very dead right there. So that is another Fire Warrior down. But I am slightly exposed over here, which is never a good thing.
Dab.
I know, right?
Half of my boys are dead.
Yeah! Beanie has responded by moving the stealth suit forward and he's going to unload his burst cannon into my exposed Justicar over here. It is 6 shots hitting on 4s. Now it has the ceaseless rule, which means it rerolls 1, and Beanie has got a marker light put on this guy because of target lock, which means he can reroll an additional dice once as well. Can't reroll, but let's see what happens here. Do it, Bean! Okay, so you're rerolling those ones. Okay, and then you can't reroll any of them because you've chosen reroll. So there is 4 big hits already.
With a crit.
Babish. And this is
B3s, isn't it?
B3s. Let's see him. Oh, I've turned up, so I only take 3 damage out of all of that. 3 6s though. Okay. So my Justicar is down to 9 wounds, but the guy over here, the stealth suit, is exposed, ready for vengeance in the future. Bring it on. Back to my activation, and I'm not entirely sure what to do because I've got no valid targets, have I, with this guy?
Well, you could move him.
Oh, but that's always a risky business, isn't it? Because I know you've got one hidden over there.
No.
He hasn't. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Even though it is against my best interest, I have activated the heavy gooner over here who has dashed across the side of the box, so now he can see the drone and he is gonna level all of his side cannon shots, 5 shots down into hopefully a dead drone. But let's see how we go because we're hitting on 3s, babies. Okay, so we only get 2 hits out of that. Not great at all. So he gets 3 saves of 4 up. And he has made... actually, he only made 1. So that means
I am going to spend one of my many command points
to re-roll one of these. Let's see it. Yeah! Okay, so no damage was taken on this day. So he has done that, and I feel like... I don't know what to do with this. You know what? Just for a joke, I'm going to spend his last CP... his manifesting powers on Armored Resilience... Just because now he's technically on a 1-up save, even though that's impossible. Just for the jokes, isn't it? So Beanie has activated one of his stealth suits. He flipped over objective number 3, consecrating it, but left it using the extra APL that it gave him to go and capture objective number 5. Now, as he's still in conceal, it's going to be very difficult to shift him off that because he gets to retain 2 dice while he's in cover on that. So I'm not going to spend my Overwatch on it, and instead I'm going back down over here with the Justicar, who is going to shoot the exposed guy over there with his Storm Bolter. It might not do much damage against him, but it might do something. Hitting on 3s instead of 2s. Let's see if he can do some damage against this Vulcan Juggernaut. Okay, so that's 4 hits in total. So you get, you're always counted as being in cover with the thing, aren't you? Even if you're on engage, is that correct? So Beanie does get the benefits of cover here because he's always counted as being in cover because I'm far enough away. So he gets to retain 1 dice for being in cover, and then he gets to try and make 2. He makes 2, so he only takes 1 damage from that, so that is 4 damage because of his Cybolt ammunition.
Cool.
Not bad, so he's down to 6 wounds, I believe. Not bad. And now Beanie gets to move the rest of his forces. Okay, so Beanie has moved the rest of his forces, jumped down a stealth suit over there, so now he is holding objectives 3, 5, and 1, and this Fire Warrior has jumped up to shoot down at the now exposed guy down here. So I'll still get a cover, and I get 4 dice to roll because he did consecrate that thing, but let's see if he can get those hits off on the 4s. Ooh, there is 2 hits. I get to retain 1 for being in cover.
So you need to get a crit.
Just need to get a crit. Oh yeah, I'm great at rolling 6s with these dice, mate. Love 'em, me. So that is a crit that goes through because I cannot stop it. unless there is any strategic ploys that I can do. So unfortunately, he takes the full brunt of 5 damage, and now he's down to 6 wounds. Still not injured yet, but he's pretty close. So that brings to the end turning point the second. Beanie will be getting 3 victory points for having consecrated and held those objectives, and I will be getting 2 for doing the same over here, as we now move into turning point the third.
The Kadra will crush them.
Beanie won the roll-off again, and he is going to activate a strategic ploy where he's going to give camouflage field engagement, which means that stealth battle suits can use this extra action to change the operative's order, which is very useful indeed. So he said he's going to start by activating this guy over here, this stealth suit. So are you going to make plans with that? You're shooting with the fusion blaster?
So I'm going to flip that.
Cool, so he's going to consecrate that objective for 1 point. And then he's going to fire with the extra AP that he's got for this guy down here. And then I assume he's going to fade away into nothingness with the final one. So that it is 6 attacks hitting on 4s. Let's see him.
And re-rolling the ones because it counts he's got a mark light because he's the one.
Oh, because he's got target lock. Yes. Re-roll the 1 because of the ceaseless.
And I get to re-roll for that?
Nope.
Yeah.
And then the other one? Yeah. Ooh, okay, so I do think that my guy's probably going to be quite dead here. Okay, so that is 3 crits and 1 regular. I don't get any cover save bonus. Ooh, I do get 1 crit bounced off, so that means I'm going to block that one, block the other one, so I take, what is it? Just 2 crits then. So how much damage is that going to be?
8 damage.
Let's have a look-see, shall we? Yes, he's on 1 wound left because he took 8 wounds right to the chops. That stings immensely. But yeah, let's see what I can do in return. I forgot to mention as well that Beanie is using the last AP to switch him back into Conceal. Okay, so my Justicar is very badly hurt, but he is paying 1 CP for, I think it's called, And They Shall Know No Fear, which means he does not count as being injured for the moment, and his APL is not affected either. And he is going to do a charge straight in there against the Tau suit, and he is going to attack with his Force Sword. No modifiers against him, so he's going to be hitting on 2s, lethals on 5s, and if he gets 1 lethal through, that is 6 damage, which will clear him off that spot. So let's try and charge and make it happen. So here we go. We are in combat now. Remember, BDO needs to get 1 hit back to kill my guy. So this is pretty much
I don't even know how many attacks I've got. I assume it's 3.
It'll be low and you'll be hitting high, as it were. But let's just see if I can kill him off before that's even a problem. There's the 5. Thank God. Okay, the lethal is through. So that is the whole... Yeah! Yeah. So that is 6 damage going through there to kill the stealth suit and wipe him off of the objective marker. And then with his final activation, can he see anyone? He can. He's going to shoot up at this guy over here.
I thought you'd run out of activation.
No, because it's just a charge, fight, and then 1 more. You get 3. Yeah. So he's going to shoot up at the exposed Tau Fire Warrior up there, because I can't hit that guy. So 4 shots going off. Will he be able to hit? Hitting on 2s because he's still not counted as being injured until the end of the turn. Let's see if we can do some damage to this guy. Ooh, we can. That is 4 big hits there, but no criticals. Get 1 for being in cover, I believe.
Cool. And let's see some 5s.
Hooray! Okay, so he takes a whopping...
He's dead.
Yeah, because it's 2 went through, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And it's +1 damage, so that has killed him outright. So he's managed to kill 2 guys in 1 activation. Not bad. Mate, you
lost 1 man!
You and I both agreed that when that happened in the turn 1, we were like, oh dear, this is going to be a whitewash for the goddamn Tau.
Yeah, but
I pulled it back.
Evidence after
I pulled it back. Okay, cool. Moving into Beanie's activation. So Beanie completely not blind with rage and letting all of his tactics go down. I'm assuming. Wait. Before you do this, I'm assuming that you want to flip over and consecrate this first before you do anything else. I know that you're in a blind fury. Look at him. I'm assuming you want to consecrate this. Yes, okay, so we're going to consecrate this for 1, then boosting his APL back up, and then he's going to shoot this guy at the Justicar who's exposed over here. So let's see if he can obliterate him. 6 attacks. Oh my giddy aunt. So he's definitely dead because of the fact that I can't block.
Save him.
I can't save him there. So he is... The Justicar is down. Because remember, you still got that thing where you can pay your thing to move back into Conceal.
So I'm going to put him back now into this because I didn't use any of his other moves, so it means you're going to struggle to shoot him.
Yes, 100% I will.
100%.
Nicely done, mate. Okay, so I began my turn by consecrating objective number 4 and then leaping forward with my falchion-wielding Grey Knight, who is going to do a charge and then an attack against this stealth suit. I get 5 attacks and it has the relentless keyword with the falchions. It means I can re-roll every failed hit. Hitting on 3s. Let's see them. Ooh, we've got 3 misses but 1 crit already. Oh, okay, so we are looking at 4 big hits and 2 crits. The 2 crits are going to be enough to kill him because they're 5 damage a pop. So it's just how much damage Bean can do back. We still didn't even look at the strat.
So I'm consecrated, so I get the +1 to my weapon skill.
You do get +1 to your weapon skill for it.
On fours.
So let's have a look. See, you are
attacks.
Fists. It is 4 attacks, hitting on 4s and 2 and 3 damage. Let's see it, mate. Okay. Cool.
Yay! So I'm going to take a crit to the face.
Yep,
then you're going to take a punch to the face.
And then I'll finish you
I'm
off.
going to take another crit to the face, and I'm dead.
So I take 2 damage off of that one there. Ouch. And with his final bit of APL, he's going to shoot that drone. I just want it dead. I hate that drone so much. It's buoyed me off the entire game. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling fails. We get 3, 4 hits. 1 is a crit. There we go.
No.
No. You got your feel no pains though, mate.
Oh, good. Right, I will get like 15
So
dice.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 saves you got to make.
5, 8, 10, 13.
This is where he's going to do it. I know he is now. Here we go.
On jammy.
Oh, that's actually not bad at all.
So I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
Is it just enough?
I just took 6 damage.
Literally, oh man. Okay, but the drone is dead. So now all that is left is the fusion blaster wielding stealth suit, who I'm pretty sure is going to melt some face. So Beanie, in what he has said is probably going to be his final move, has marched this guy forward. He is pissed off. The leader has just seen his boys wiped out. He's flipped over to gosh, and he's going to fire his fusion blaster at this guy point blank range. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s, 6 damage for normal, and then 4, 5, 6, 7 damage, with 4 being mortal wounds if there is a critical.
Thing.
Yep.
So 2 hits, 3 hits.
Oh my giddy aunt. So it's only 1 save now because of the 2 APL. Let's see it. I didn't even
He's
make
dead.
that. So he is
That's
very
18 damage to his little bastardy face.
right. Okay. Do you concede now?
Yes,
okay.
entirely.
Okay. So Beanie concedes there. That was a fantastic game. Very back and forth. I definitely thought it was going to go one way when you pied that guy off in the minute, but to be fair, after that came right back around.
Yeah, it just went back after the first shooting round for me, and then I just got battered.
Battered like Scottish cuisine. Let's bring it on. So that has been our kill team battle report. Hope that you guys have enjoyed that. Grey Knights versus Tau Empire. We will be back with the Chalnath version of the Tau, which are infinitely better from what I've read online, but we just need some time to paint them up and make them look real nice and grubby. Thank you very much to GameMat.eu for the lovely resin terrain that we're using today, and the awesome board that we are playing that we're playing on today, and also just to us for creating this lovely board so good that we thought we'd use it twice. Now we're going to take a little quick break and then play a second game of Warhammer 40k that might have a special guest that you might have seen in the previous couple of bit of footage. But yes, until then, if you want to catch us on the social medias, you can follow Beanie at
Beanie40k.
Beanie40k, baby. You can follow me at RetroJ_Insta, where I do all of my painting stuff as well. But until then, see you soon, and see you on Brobnaaaar. Bye.